Hello, my name is Randy Rolfe, and I want to welcome you to a product showcase for Nikan Wellness Technology.
Okay, I wrote names down because I was getting confused.
It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this call, and if you do join the call, please mute yourself. I will have a chance to talk to a few people later. And this is a product showcase. My name is Randy Rolfe, and I'm an independent Nikan consultant. This is not a corporate production, but rather independent wellness consultant. And we have a number of these calls all week to introduce you to the technologies and also to the business opportunity and to more depth about the technologies as well. But this is an introduction, and I'll tell a little bit of my story. And to do that, I'm going to share some slides here. Just a moment. It's really about discovering active wellness. And as you probably have noticed, our healthcare system is more of a medical care system for when things go wrong. And the kinds of chronic conditions that many people are suffering now don't do well with symptom approach with drugs and even surgery. So it's really up to us to do the self-care to prevent problems as much as we can, and to work with the body to maintain health and improve healing process and keep things in balance so that we don't get some of these chronic conditions. And science has shown that can work with lifestyle choices. So we are all about making small choices every day to create the right environment in our lives, our lifestyle choices, and our the way we create our home environment and even our car environment, that kind of thing, has a huge effect on how we live. For myself, I originally was an attorney. I wanted to create world peace by being an international business and attorney. And I realized that the problems start right in the home with people that are grumpy and irritable and don't trust because they're not healthy. And so I became a family counselor to counsel families and taught myself nutrition first for my family's benefit, and then became certified because I found I loved sharing with others how simple it was to make those daily choices that keep you healthy. And then I discovered Nikan in the late 90s. I was trying to stay abreast of all the science about how to stay healthy and improve our healing powers naturally. And I discovered this company in Japan that had already been existing for 20 years and had developed a deep understanding of how the Earth's energy and the sun's energy create the right environment for health. So I embraced it immediately, partly because I knew about electromagnetic pollution. As a young lawyer, I had donated my time to help some Indians and farmers fight an ultra-high voltage transmission line that New York Power Company was putting across their land. And so I learned about the horrible deleterious effects of high voltage transmission lines and even the electricity that we have in our own homes. It depletes and distorts the natural energy fields that affect us from the molecular level up through the cellular level and our system levels in our bodies and even our minds and moods. So I was one of those people who recognized immediately that Nikan was onto a fantastic solution to help us take better care of ourselves. Today, the health situation has actually deteriorated since the late 90s. First of all, with stress. The financial stress on many segments of our population is worse than ever, and the pollution is worse than ever. Even though we've tried to legislate against some air pollution, water pollution, chemical pollution in our everyday appliances and home furnishings, it's still there and increasing. So the stress is increasing. There's heart disease, diabetes, and cancer are not going away. They are reaching people younger and younger ages, and they are killing us prematurely. The things that disable us and reduce our quality of life are also stress-related. Depression, anxiety, fatigue, allergies, sleep and relaxation problems, and certainly weight. All are related to our daily decisions we make and the toxins in our environment. 70% of people report sleep issues from one time to another, and we know from science that one poor night's sleep drops your immune system by 30 to 60%, and sleep deprivation or a failure to get deep sleep affects the immune system, the nervous system, moods, and mental illness, attention problems, and even weight problems, and increases in heart disease and cancer. We need our sleep. It's the best predictor of longevity. Not even any other factor predicts as well. Good sleep does for longevity. Air pollution and water pollution, they're in the headlines every day. I don't know, you need to go into great detail. It's just amazing when you read the statistics of how many completely unnatural materials, chemicals, substances we're exposed to every day in our air and our water, our showers, our indoor air. It's all exposing us to an amazing amount of chemical stress on our systems. And we need to be even more vigilant than we were 100 years ago if we want to live a full quality life. 70 million premature deaths annually are linked to air pollution by the World Health Organization. For water, 260 contaminants have been found in tap water and bottled water. They've found thousands of different chemicals, including endocrine disruptors, heavy metals, mercury, arsenic, and VOCs, agricultural chemicals, and medications that have come down from the town above your water supply. So it's atrocious. We absolutely have to filter our own water. Our tap water won't kill us immediately, but it's a slow kill. And in many cases, we've exchanged immediate kill for a slow kill. The people that suffer the most are our children and our elderly. 1 out of every 5 adolescents today is obese, which means they're going to have more problems with sleep, with physical activity, more likelihood of diabetes and cardiovascular disease happening earlier and earlier. Less than half of adolescents get the recommended amount of vegetables, which keeps their bodies nourished with the vitamins and minerals, and keeps them more alkaline. And so we have acidity problem, which is much more recognized in Asia than in the Western medicine, but it's critical. Low-income families, of course, have it way worse. They not only have the more financial stress, but it's harder for them to get any kind of health supervision. They're often in food deserts where there's no fresh produce, no vegetables to be had, and of course higher stress, more depression, more anxiety, more of everything affects them. And that's completely unfair. And then only 27% of high school children get the right amount of exercise every day. And that's not hard to imagine when 1/5 of them are obese and 1/3 of them are at least overweight, and they don't feel like it. They're not eating right, and the children in our poorer communities are way worse off. So it's completely unacceptable for the richest, most advanced country in the world. It's truly absurd. So what can we do? The answer is self-care, being healthy by choice, not by chance. Humans being more is the motto of Nikken, has been for over 40 years, and we choose active wellness, which is the process where we become aware of and then make choices based on how to keep ourselves healthy and produce a more successful existence. Nikken started, like I said, in Japan with a holistic approach. It's the company with the most comprehensive, balanced approach to total wellness in the world. And I feel very privileged to have discovered it as long ago as I did. And I really want as many people as possible to know about it because it can change their lives. Nikken's approach is based on balance in these 5 pillars of health: healthy body, healthy mind, healthy family, healthy society, healthy finances. The healthy mind is the starting point because it's all about attitude. If you don't believe you can get better, you probably won't, because you won't be searching for solutions. Our technologies help with the body. And if you're feeling awful and your health is failing, you're not going to be there for your family. You won't have the time or energy to contribute to society. And you probably won't do so well at work either. So if any of these 5 pillars fail, the others start to fail as well. If you're not spending time with your family, you're not going to feel good in your mind, and so on. Each pillar is essential. So all of Nikken's philosophy is based on that, from our products to our customers to even the staff of the company. We have a little bit of noise here. So if there's noise in your home, please mute yourself. Nikken's developed the concept of the wellness home well over 10 years ago. Even before that, my husband and I were using everything they made. And they realized they really had the whole picture covered. We create the ultimate wellness environment in the home, even in your car and in your office. The signature technology is based on sleep and energy, the Earth's magnetic field. And I'll talk a little more about that. Then they developed a water system, because if we're fully hydrated, we do much, much better, and we respond better to a good environment. Then they developed an amazing line of nutritionals, and they now have a full spectrum light, which I'm looking at on my desk here, and air technologies. They're always working to improve the quality of the air in our homes and getting those negative ions back inside the home and filtering out the junk that comes out of our appliances. The fellow who fixed my printer the other day said, "You know that printers emit mercury." And I'm like, "No, I didn't know that." But he said, "Well, they do. Keep your printer away from where you're breathing." So, put it across the room. Don't have it on your desk. So the 3 main areas of Nikken's technologies are the nutrition and skincare. Those are the consumables that we put in or on our bodies. Then there's the environment, the air, water, and light. And what we're doing is replicating what nature gives all living things, only we've enclosed ourselves in homes and offices and cars and block our natural energy from the earth, from the sun, and the light. And our water we drink, like I said, it needs to be filtered. And then the rest in relaxation based on natural energy from the earth and the sun. If you're looking at the video, we have a couple of representative nutritionals here. Some of the most groundbreaking, the osteodens for bone densities. We have so many people, even young people, who are not getting what they need nutritionally or energetically, are having bone problems. And of course, boomers and older are conscious of bone loss. And this actually is based on replenishing natural molecules that from birth help the bones stay normal. So that's an amazing thing. We don't have to take those dangerous drugs to keep our bones functioning well. There's also on the picture one of our juices that I just took before breakfast this morning, the Siaga, which is the finest exotic juice drink on the market. There's no sugar added, preservatives, colorings, water. It's just the exotic juices, so it has a very high antioxidant rating. It helps all body functions, helps preventing chronic conditions. And our skincare is second to none, eco-certified, based on organic materials as much as possible. As I've mentioned, the environment, the crazy little thing there is our shower system, which not only creates PIMAG water, but also micro bubbles to increase the moisture in your skin and to help your skin cleanse itself. The water does everything to water that nature does when the rain falls and it seeps deep into the ground and then bubbles up in a mountain spring. All those different things, the filtering, the alkaline, the mineralization, and the microstructuring going through the magnetic field of the earth. And the taste's fantastic. Most people don't drink water because it tastes terrible. If you try the PIMAG water, you will know that it's absolutely delicious. And of course, I sleep on a Nikken sleep system. The insoles were the very first product, and Nikken became the fastest growing product startup in the history of Japan. Still holds that record just with the insoles. So you can imagine it makes a huge difference, and it's very easy to demonstrate. The little square is another magnetic product that also gives off far infrared and beneficial ions you can put on your lower back. And it's fantastic. Half the country reports lower back issues. But you can also put it on your tummy or your chest if you have any kind of digestive or breathing problems. So we have other calls that go into a great deal more detail about these technologies, but Nikken is the world's leader in technological research on these ways of increasing our self-care. Now I want to introduce my guest today, Barbara Bertucci. I see you, Barb. Welcome to our product showcase today. Barb's a longtime friend, and we wouldn't know each other except for Nikken, but we met a long time ago. And she's a Olympic athlete, among many other things. And so please, Barb, I hope, would you please just share what intrigued you at first about Nikken and then some of the favorite things about our products?
Oh, for sure. Thanks for having me. Can you hear me good? Can you hear me okay?
If you can get a little closer to the volume, yeah. But okay. I can hear you, yes.
I have a new iPad, so let's just do that real quick. Yay. Okay. Yes,
you look lovely. Yes.
Good. I've been in Nikken for 21 years, and I have more energy by time in my 50s than I did in my 30s. So Nikken gave me back my life, and I have my back flex here, my mag flex. Linda Morris's mom makes these wonderful covers for them so they can Velcro into your breeches. And I was just outside with my gardening neighbor, and I'm running around doing things and that I would have never been able to do before. You know, lifting, pulling, cutting, and just kind of making a plan. I'm in Florida. It's gorgeous, but it can really get out of hand. So, but this thing here is priceless. It is the whole Nikken technology. So this is the daytime. The nighttime is the sleep for me. But you know, Randy, if you had asked me how I slept, I would have said, great. I can sleep anywhere and everywhere. I was misdiagnosed with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, even MS for 2 weeks. And I say that not to impress you, just to impress upon you what occurs when you are deficient in sleep. When you are sleep deprived, it's amazing how things culminate. I had 2 small children. I was the last one to bed, the first one up. Every time I rolled over, my back would stab me. I'd wake up, and then I have to go back into sleep again. In 3 nights, I slept so well that I woke up, I stood up, And it wasn't the drudgery to get to the hot shower, to let the water run on my back, to get things moving like I was so accustomed to doing. And it's been, I've just been full throttle ever since, because you got to get the word out. You got to help people. I mean, we have things that are all natural and non-invasive. I got my joint cream. I really did. I went, because of you, I was able to go to Cimarron last night. So I just dumped out my bag and I ate the chocolate one, and my bar, my cream, this, and the mag doers are down in my purse. But, we just have things that are all natural that can help us. Our water is tremendous. It even is amazing spritzing it on our bodies. But I was telling someone just the other day that, if the water alone was something that you did, you can enhance every aspect of your body while you figure out what else is going on health-wise. The water is non-invasive, only can help you. It's alkaline. You're going to dump toxins. The most thing might be is that your medicines, if you're on any, would be more effective. But if you ask anybody that's an ECAN, they might list their I call them vitamins, but your nutraceuticals, right? Pharmacy grade supplements, but they're not on any medicine. They're not on anything. And they're like, you're, in your late 70s. I know that's Linda Morris's mom, Belva. She's not on anything, but she takes her joint and she takes her osteodense. And the amazing thing was, about a year or so ago, she had some floaters in her teeth. Her teeth were moving, and the doctor wanted to pull her teeth. And she goes, "You're not going to pull my teeth." So she went home and she called Linda, and they got her on osteodense. So it may have been more like 4 years ago. Got her on, the regimen. She doesn't take things, religiously, only like when she travels or does things for her back and such. But she got on, and now her teeth are fine. You can swish the green zymes in your mouth for gum issues, the water, the pie water. They're so amazing. All our technologies is so great. So anyway, back to me. My back was really bad. I suffered 4.5 years after the birth of my second child, getting my life back. The sleep system, the insoles, the MagFlex, I like to underline their nighttime products that help us de-stress and unwind. But if you don't have something on you during the day, I got my power mag on. I take these. I have a tendency to get a sore throat. So I just knot my little necklace, and I like to keep the magnet right there in the center, because that's my stress spot. So anyway, but it helps us to maintain till the next night's sleep. And then you again unwind even more and de-stress even more until we get to that plateau where we are healthy, vibrant, and our body is rejuvenating, recuperating all night long. There's a lot with the brain and the wheat and the flushing of toxins, but our systems all do that. The eye mask, the pillow, it's just tremendous. So I could go on, and I'm not even looking at what time it is. So back to you, and I can answer any which way, but I just am thrilled. I love it, and I think people really need to take a look at getting in charge of their life, maybe taking a breather. It was said to me on service on Sunday that people need to meditate, not medicate. I thought, that's awesome, right? Just take 10, 15 minutes just to unwind and calm down and, regroup ourselves and nurture our families and our bodies so that we can be the best that we can be out there in the world for other people and such. So.
Oh, thanks. That's just, I love your enthusiasm and your global understanding and just emphasizing how natural it is, because we're always working with the body, not against it. And there's a place for modern medicine. If you're an acute problem, you want to kind of slow down the symptoms to help let the body heal itself. But there's so much we can do to help the body. And it, no matter what your diagnosis is or isn't, what you've described is perfect. There's always something that you can improve to support your body, take care of that whole environment. So I always encourage people to start somewhere with the MagFlex. I love that myself. I've had some back injuries, and if I didn't have Nikken, I'd be hurting all the time because I had a stairway fall on me when we were redoing an old house. And I swim every morning. That was the very first thing I noticed. And I think you're a swimmer too. The very first thing I noticed was that I didn't get tired swimming. I could have swum all day. And before that, at 25 lengths, I'm like, got another 25, so you don't know how good you can feel until you're using Nikken products. So start anywhere with the water. My husband's in love with the car seat. I saw an acquaintance yesterday, and she was telling everybody about the mask. She has the mask, but she absolutely loves the mask. So any one product, just start somewhere. So
taking these, that's when you notice it the most, is when you don't have it. But I have a small little pillow. I cut one of the bricks and I bring that, even though we have we had the travel pillow.
Yeah.
But this goes with me. It can go on your tummy for indigestion. It can go on your shoulders, in the flight. Tremendous, to take things with you when you travel. In the water bottle. What a godsend to have living water as you're traveling, as you're going places. Just carry it through empty, and then you have it on the other side. It's just beautiful.
Cool. I have a funny question for you, and then we need to close. But sometimes people say, well, do you get dependent on it? What do you say?
I just say, you just don't know what you're preventing. So I wear this. I'm not hurting right now, but I don't want to do something out in the yard because I do bring in 3 bags of groceries in each hand and I come running in. So I don't know what I'm preventing from happening. And we're all aging. We don't need to get old. And that's the main thing. It can't hurt you. It can only help you. I like Poupé's analysis of, you put a sponge in a bucket, the sponge is going to take what it needs. That's it. We take what we need, and it doesn't harm you in any way, shape, or form. It just helps build healthy, vibrant, living cells, and that's what we're all about. So
perfect. Yes. I mean, all life requires that natural energy, and Nikken's made it easy for us to integrate into our crazy modern life. So thank you so much for sharing, Barbara Bertucci, and thank everybody for joining us today. And I think I'll bring up one more slide here, if I can do that. Let's see.
Maybe you can stop the recording and then we can just answer.
Sure. Just a moment. We have an ending slide here. Here we go. So become a customer. It's very easy. Get with the person who put you on this call and start anywhere you want. You just want better tasting water, a shower that's better for your hair and skin. You want to sleep better. Just start somewhere. Maybe your feet hurt. Get some insoles. So thanks for joining us, and be sure and check out other calls. So let's see. What do I want to do here? Trying to get back to my recording. There we go.